my name is Evan Tan. I'm the CEO of Cloudwear, and I'm going to share today what my company is doing to solve one of the biggest problems in healthcare today. As Anthem showed the world just last week, securing customer data is still a huge problem. And whether it's Anthem or Sony or any of these recent headlines, it's clear that hackers are growing more and more sophisticated and that we need a cutting-edge solution to beat them. This is Cloudwear. Cloudwear locks out hackers from online and cloud accounts. We've made special arrangements to bring technology to healthcare which prior was only available to national security agencies, such as the NSA and the FBI. So those agencies use this kind of technology to track terrorists. We use it to block hackers. Just one example of where this can come into play from the biller's side. So somebody's trying to file an insurance claim, and it's coming from what looks like the hospital. With our technology, we can actually verify for the insurance companies, which would be paying out, that it did arrive from that hospital. Now, this is not GPS-based, this is not IP-based, this is actually using military-grade systems, which have been relied on and invested in heavily by the US government. So Cloudwear is really a new breed of security in this way. We are the only ones that are capable of preventing these kinds of account hijackings because we know if you're in an area you should be. We also protect against rogue employees and lost and stolen devices by coupling that technology with other systems we've designed. Using this technology, we can actually block attacks from companies, from regions, entire regions of the world, rogue nations. North Korea should not be submitting insurance claims. They should not be coming out of the Ukraine, and yet with a simple VPN today, it's all too easy to do. And Cloudwear is the only company that geo-tracks infiltrators as they attempt to access and modify your cloud and online accounts. I'm also really happy to announce here today that very soon we're launching compatibility with the Mayo Clinic. So as you go to access and modify your Mayo Clinic account and health data, you'll be able to use our protection in that process. Cloudwear is a really landmark achievement in the security field. We're bringing technology that to date nobody has ever had access to the consumer and enterprise and healthcare markets. Now, our team previously worked on special projects for the US Department of Defense. We've built technology for NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, as well as Harvard and MIT. And companies we've founded have gone on to raise more than $200 million in venture capital and been acquired by some of the world's leading technology and security businesses. At Cloudwear, we believe that everything is worth protecting, especially when it's yours. So I'll be at the conference for the rest of the day. If you work in the healthcare industry, come and talk to me. I'm happy to tell you how we can help you keep your customers and their data safe.
Jimmy?
Evan, can you compare and contrast this with the work that's been done in software-defined perimeters?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Compare and contrast this with the work that's been done in software-defined perimeters.
Software-defined perimeters, absolutely. So, I mean, there's been this concept of geofences for a long time, right? That's not new. The problem is that the phone's reported GPS, the phone's reported IP address, those are easily spoofed. And so what you need is a verifiable third-party source that's trustable. That's trustworthy, that's extremely difficult to hack, that has the highest levels of security. And so that's what we integrate with to provide guarantees that you're actually within that hospital right now.
Sharon?
Clearly, what you're doing is applicable to many verticals. Your initial slide showed us that. Can you tell me about your broader vision for healthcare and where your priorities are? I mean, you could boil the ocean with this solution, and have you offered it to Anthem?
Absolutely. So, one second. Oh, okay. So we have not integrated with Anthem yet, although that's obviously a huge priority for them going forward. It's how they can provide better security. In terms of where we see ourselves integrating into the healthcare space, this technology is both easily deployable throughout the organization with our own applications, as well as an API that we provide. So we can integrate into their existing systems and ensure that something like Epic healthcare data is only accessible to the person at their home or from within the hospital.
you can share how much capital are you raising and what are the key things which you need to prove with that capital?
Absolutely. So we've raised about $500,000 to date. With that, we've built the product. We're rolling out with initial customers, an initial set of high-profile customers. We're looking to raise a next round of $10 million, Series A, typical Series A. With that money, we're already working with partners, and we'll be acquiring technology that can better secure the servers. So if you're familiar with FIPS 3 compliance, it's one example of a server that's extremely difficult to crack. That is, we can store sensitive data like keys on it, and even taking a drill to it and trying to break into it, it becomes next to impossible. And these are military-grade systems.
Can you talk a little bit more about your customers right now? Do you just have a pilot program out there? Do you have people that are actually using your product?
Yeah, absolutely. So people are using the product right now. We're doing a slow rollout. Obviously, we're very sensitive to our customers and their security. So while we do the slow rollout, some of the customers are pretty high-profile individuals who are interested and the constant target of hacks and attacks. They're also large organizations, so medical centers as well as city governments.
Great. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Evan?